The thought for today is centered around the word patience. My mother used to have a little saying, and it said, "Patience is a virtue. Possess it if you can. It's seldom found in women, but never in a man." Now, I'm not sure whether that's true, and I'm not sure whether patience is even a virtue. But I do know that we live in a world where people can't even wait for a microwave to finish its cooking cycle before they open the door and see if the food's ready. We live in a world where we want everything now. We live in a world where we've been sold this idea of the fact that we can have everything now. And what that leads to is massive debt, because it's an idea that's been planted in our minds by banks, credit card companies, vendors of luxury goods, all telling you, yeah, you can have it now, you can have it now. Live now, pay later. And if you really want to prosper, you have to be able to put that on one side and apply patience in your life. I'm going to start with a spiritual quote on patience from my guru Paramahansa Yogananda, because this doesn't apply just to spiritual things as he's talking about. It applies to everything in life. But what he says is, when tilling ground for the cultivation of crops, one needs patience to destroy all useless weeds and to wait, even though the ground appears barren, until the hidden good seeds sprout into plants. It requires still more patience to clear the field of consciousness that is overgrown with weeds of useless attachments to sense pleasures, which are very difficult to uproot. Yet when the field of consciousness is cleared and sown with seeds of good qualities, plants of noble activities sprout forth, yielding abundantly the fruits of real happiness. Above all, have the patience to seek communication with God through deep meditation and to become acquainted with your indestructible soul, hidden within your perishable earthly body. Now, I know a lot of people that are watching this short video will be involved in making money, and I want to show you something else that you may have seen before, and it shows how patience is needed. And it's what is known as the doubling principle. And you'll have seen it as a penny doubled for 30 days. At the end of the 30-day period, is worth over $5 million. But if you look at the first 15 days, it's only got to $163. And if you look at the first 6 days, it's only got to 32 cents. And what happens is, people get involved in a business and they're told that they can get these riches quickly, which is seldom true. In fact, in 99.9% of cases, it's a total lie. And they get involved and they look at their progress after 3 steps and they see that they've only got 4 cents from the 1 cent that they put in, and they think, this isn't working, I'm never going to make $5 million from this. And they quit. And the average time for quitting is somewhere between 3 and 6 months. Because they're not seeing any progress. They don't have the patience. They don't have the patience to go beyond that 15 days where it starts to really escalate. And this principle can be applied, and it needn't be days, it can be periods of 6 months, and you can start with more capital than a cent and see how it gets you to different places. But behind all this, regardless of what you start with and how long that time period is between the doubling steps, you will need patience to get there. Patience doesn't mean doing nothing. Patience is also a form of action. You've got to be taking action. You've got to be persisting in whatever it is you want to do, but being patient, waiting for the results, knowing that if you persist, you will get the results that you want. But you must understand that good things take time. It requires patience. Apply patience to everything that you do. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't want to set targets and try and achieve them, get there as quickly as possible. What it does mean is you've got to be realistic, and that if you don't meet those targets, you've got to set new targets and still have the patience and the tenacity to keep going until you get to your goal, until you make your dreams a reality. It takes patience. Be patient with yourself, and once you've learned to have patience with yourself, apply that to having patience with others, and apply it in everything that you do, especially through today. Today's thought for the day: patience. God bless.